Hey everyone, Mass Bandit here with our third episode of Building with the Beta. And in this episode, we're going to add this fancy new flat that just came out, I want to say yesterday, 2 days ago. I don't know. Came out a couple days ago. I've been really impressed with the way Frontier has been updating the beta pretty regularly. I think we've had 2 or 3 updates, fairly sizable. Some new content and optimizations, all prepping for the launch on the 17th, which is, as of this recording, tomorrow. So this little beta series won't be finished when the game drops for real on the 17th, but I can't see us having more than 1 or 2 episodes after this. Yeah, so in this episode, like I said, we drop that flat in, and then we kind of ignore it for the rest of the episode. And I decided to plop down some stalls to give myself a chance to play with more of the Western scenery. I thought I'd see what that's all about, as I was really looking forward to that. And there's lots of different wall types, like 4 different wooden walls for the Western theme. It's pretty cool. You'll notice that these are pretty small facades, and that's intentional. I saw a user, YouTuber S Dan Wolf. I think that's how you say it, but I'm sure a bunch of you are familiar with him. I saw his little mock-up and from his beta playthrough, and I really dug his really small. He did a really small facade work with all the little different stalls. So I thought I'd try my hand at something similar to that. And so that's what we're doing. Trying to keep it simple, trying to keep it somewhat realistic, trying to keep it nice looking details, but again, not over the top, not over the top with the details. One of the things that I kind of struggle with are the roofuses, the roofs in this game. I don't like the way they line up with the pieces, and I see a lot of people do a much better job than I do, and I must be missing something. So if you have any tips on how to better use the roof pieces, I'm all ears. Like, I'm absolutely all ears. So I tried to squeeze an extra shop in there in the middle, and it just didn't work. So what we end up doing is just making just a pure facade. It's just nothing to it there. What do we got here? I think that's the chicken shop, and we have a gulpy. So I busted out two of the new little stalls here for this episode, and I really do like the new windows that we have. Lots more kind of generic windows. I think those are good. They go really well with that Western scenery. So, yeah. I don't have a lot to say because it's pretty obvious what I'm doing here. I mean, other than I really love all the stuff they've done. I mean, I just think it looks great. I know I say that every episode, but I really, really am impressed. The day this was recorded, it's the 16th of November, and this video will probably come out tomorrow on the 17th, actually. But Roller Coaster Tycoon World just dropped today, and I don't think the results have been positive, and it's incredible to see 2 totally different approaches to the same genre of game here, and I have to say I'm just thrilled with Planet Coaster. One of the things I do wish that could happen is you could choose which side of the path you wanted those rails on. I love the ability to turn the rails on and off. I wish I could choose them to be on one side or both sides if I wanted. Theme Park Studio, another, let's be honest, flop of a title, did that, and that was one of the things that I did enjoy. They did a pretty good job with that. You could choose to have railings on one side or both sides. So, yeah. I decided we needed a bathroom. Watching the peeps walk around, we had a lot of people holding their down theirs. So I decided to go ahead and add a real simple bathroom structure for them. I know that these structures are really tame, really simple compared to a lot of the other stuff that's out there on YouTube. And especially for this little mini series, I just wanted to kind of throw something together and look at a lot of the new pieces, more so than really go, all out with it, which is what I'm going to be doing in the next project. Like I said, I already know what I'm going to do for the next project. If you watched episode 2, I talk a little bit about it. I already know what I want to do, and I already know that it's going to be way more detail heavy, which means spending a lot more time. I'm trying to get this out and done quickly because I want to get the coaster out. The coaster is what's important here, and since we're done with the layout of the coaster, I just kind of want to pound out these little shops. So, started doing some night lighting. They've really done a good job improving the lighting in the game. The lights cast. I already said that, but here's where I really noticed it. These are crazy. These new floods, those are massive. Like, it's insane. And I really love these lamps that I'm plopping down, which is probably why I use them. We're gonna get into a cut here. This video was actually recorded over a couple different days. There you go. There's the jump. So you could see that suddenly it's daytime again, and we're building something totally different here. This is just more food. I don't think I have any souvenir shops. I don't have a hat shop. I don't have the new, I think it's called Just a Memento. I don't have any of those, but I think we're gonna, after these buildings and after I shore up the back and detail around the coaster, immediately around the coaster area, I think we're gonna be done. I don't want to extend any more than this. I might dress up the flat ride area a little bit, but other than that, not much else to say. Not much else to do. Like I said, I want to get back in and do a real project. And play some other games. I think for my channel, the way it's going to work is hopefully I'll be able to update. Now that I've kind of gotten into a bit of a habit, I'd like to update the channel at least once a week, and with predominantly Planet Coaster, and then secondary Civ 6, and then if there's any extra time, City Skylines and Parkitect. Those are the titles I'd really like to play. If you're expecting more Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, I hate to say it, but you might be waiting for a while, if not forever. I actually just had the disc and took the disc out of my computer. I think it's sat in my computer for years. Like, it's never come out. I haven't played any other game on disc since Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, really, in all the years I've been playing. So it's kind of weird to say that, but I do think that I'm kind of done playing Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. This game satisfies the itch that I have for coasters and for theme parks. It's exactly what I've always wanted. No Limits 2 is too complicated for me to realistically sit down and learn how to get good at it. This game, it feels like the natural transition from Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, which makes sense. I mean, these people are the people that made Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. Of course it would feel right. It's a little time intensive, this title, to get the results I want. Since there's so much freedom, it takes a little bit longer than Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, but I'm getting quicker with it, so that's good. But yeah, that's what I want to see this channel go. Lots of Planet Coaster, lots of Civ 6, because those are the two games, as of right now, I'm really, really enjoying. And I think it's totally manageable to get a video out a week, maybe two. Like, this has been a really productive couple weeks for me for my YouTube channel, but you have to remember that my YouTube channel is secondary to my real life. Like, every time I'm on here making a video, it's less time I'm doing other things that I probably should be doing. So I don't want the channel to die like it always does, and I always say that, but this time I think I can keep it up. So anyway, we're adding some fences here, some custom fences. I think they look okay. They're not the greatest, but they get the job done. And I wanted to block off the back of the facades and kind of hide it. Like, if this were a real park, I think it would be kind of Six Flagsy in that it looks good from one angle, but from any other, it's like, oh, clearly theme park. Oh, clearly facade. So this little corner needed some love. So I thought I'd throw some wheels around. And then I started exploring some more of the Wild West pieces. And I really, again, I like them a lot. I think they're fun. I can't wait to really get into them and build a proper Western area. The luggage I think is cool. Now that billboard, those little the little signs. Can you put something on those? Did I miss that? Like, they don't make any sense if you can't attach something to them. So I'll have to check that out some more. Yeah. So this building, at first I was really that building that I just have been spending all that time on with the green railings. I was really disappointed with it at first, but the more details I added, the more I actually started to kind of like it. So let that be, let that be kind of, if you're feeling frustrated, if you play and you're like, man, this looks like garbage. That's how I feel all the time. But just keep plugging away, keep adding details, polish that turd, and eventually it'll look pretty good. Like, that's how powerful this game is. It feels like you really can't mess up. Like, you really can't make something look bad, which is great for me. Someone who's not going to have hours upon hours to pour into this title. I want to hop in, spend an hour or two, make something that looks pretty good, and be done with it. Loving the props, loving the scenery pieces in the Western. I don't know if I missed if I did it yet, but there's like a milking pail, and I put that next to the milkshake shop. I thought that was hilarious. And then I decided that the coaster needed a proper name, and it needed a proper entrance, and so that's what we're going to do here, because I found an awesome iron cutout of this cowboy, and so that prompted me to name the coaster Bronco, which you'll see the custom sign in a second. The custom signs are nice, but they're limited. They're really, really limited. I wish we had more. I wish we had more font options, and I wish I could control the size. Maybe you can, and I just don't know how. But it looked pretty much type your text in, choose your font, and that's it. So, but I do like that we have the ability now to make custom signs with proper words. I bet you lots of people are still going to go and make their custom signs the way they used to before we could type in our words, which is cool. I mean, those look great as well. But for me, this is exactly what I needed. Like, I wish I could make that bigger. I really wish I could take up the whole sign. But whatevs. Love those torches. I realize now with the tree and the sign, the little windmill thingy gets kind of lost. So I think I might rearrange that, put it closer to the path. Just a little bit more lighting, and then that's pretty much going to be it for this episode. So I know I was kind of all over the place with what I was talking about, but just kind of giving you some insight into my mind. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hopefully the next episode or two will be it, and we'll get the final video out, and then we'll jump into a real project. So make sure you're here for that. Subscribe if you haven't, and have yourself a great day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.